Good morning, everyone. I'm Brenda, and today I'm here with my classmate,
Semin.
and today we're going to be interviewing the captain of the Graz99ers team, Taylor Matson.
Thank you for taking your time, Taylor. We have prepared a few questions for you to answer.
The first question is, do you prefer dogs or cats more?
I'm definitely a dog person. I grew up with 3 different dogs throughout my life, so I'd say I'm definitely a dog person. Labradors as well.
Do you have a pet now, or?
I do not.
At what age did you start playing ice hockey, and did you want to play something else as a kid?
I started playing hockey when I was 3 years old. I grew up on a lake back home, and I'm from the U.S. So my dad used to build a rink for me every year on the lake, and so I started playing when I was 3. I also played tennis, and so that was a big part of my tennis and hockey and baseball were my 3 sports I played, and I played them all the way up till I was 18 years old. And then you kind of have to choose what sport you want to do, so I ended up hockey became important for me.
And what made you choose hockey instead of tennis?
I was a little bit better at hockey, I guess, but no, the area I grew up in hockey is very popular, so it's a cold state, so we have a lot of ice, and hockey is a big popular sport there. So I chose to go with hockey and just follow your dreams, and that's what I did.
Who was your biggest inspiration?
That's a good question. I have to start with my parents and my dad for putting me in hockey. Originally, my parents never played hockey or anything, so it's thanks to them for putting me in skates when I was super young and got me interested. And I've been very influenced throughout the years from a lot of captains over the years I've played with, and NHL players, especially Mike Modano. He played in the NHL for many years. He was a Minnesota guy. He played for the Minnesota North Stars when they were there. They were an NHL team, and then they moved to Dallas. So it was very fun to grow up, and he wore number 9 as well, and that's the reason why I have number 9 today. So he's definitely an influence on me.
Interesting. Was it hard learning how to play hockey?
Yeah, I guess I was so young when I started, so it was before we even knew what you were doing. But of course, it's a very difficult sport. Just skating in general is difficult, and playing hockey on top of that with a puck and stick. So there's a lot of elements to being a good hockey player, but it's a great sport. It's a great team sport. I think you get to grow a lot with people, and you meet so many different people along the way. So it's a great game.
How was the move from America to Austria, and was the change very difficult?
Yeah, actually I've been in Sweden the last 10 years. So I moved from the U.S. to Sweden. I played there for 10 years, and now I moved from Sweden to here. So it's been it was a huge adjustment for me moving from U.S. to Sweden, and then from Sweden to Austria. It's been also an adjustment. But Graz has been it's a beautiful city and a beautiful country, so it's been great to travel around and get to know the area, and the nature is beautiful. So it's been we've been very welcomed here from all the people in Austria and Graz and the organization of the 99ers. So it's been very nice.
What is it like being the captain? What do you do when your team fights or loses a game?
Yeah, that's a tough question, but it's I've been captain over the last maybe 6 to 8 seasons, so I have a lot of experience that I come with, and it's hard to say what you do if ever win or a loss. You can't get too high, you can't get too low with the team. You need to be very, very even keeled and have the team's best interest in mind and not yourself. So it's we try to keep that positive energy every day at the rink, and obviously when you win games it goes better, but when you lose games you try to fix what's wrong and correct things and try to get ready for the next game. So that's what we do.
Interesting. At what age are you planning on going into retirement, and do you plan on doing anything after, like being a coach or?
Yeah, I'm going to play as long as I can. I'm 35 years old, so it's you're definitely getting up there as the years keep going. But it's I still love the game, and I want to play as long as I can. So it's I went to college, so I have a 4-year degree in business marketing also as a plan B. So we'll see where I end up. But you asked about coaching. I am very interested in hockey, so I think it'll be hard to just put hockey on the side. So I definitely find coaching as an interesting job after hockey, and I'm very, very involved in hockey. So I think I'll want to be around kids and educate young hockey players and bring my experience to them.
How often do you guys have training in a week?
We usually get one day off, so I think that's Monday usually because we play usually Friday and Sunday, and then sometimes on Tuesday. So we train the rest of the days we practice. We usually get Mondays off, but so it's a lot of practice. Six out of 7 days a week we train.
How do you guys train?
We have gym for usually an hour, which requires some weightlifting and some cycling as well to keep our endurance up, and then ice session is usually an hour to an hour and a half. So we are working or training for 2.5 hours to 3 hours a day.
If you have any kids, are you planning on getting them into ice hockey?
Yeah, we have our 6-month-old boy Dylan. So he's a very young boy we have at home now. Of course, I'd like him to be in hockey. It's like I said, it's a huge part of my life, and we'll put him in skates when he's young and see where he goes. But I've also learned you don't want to put any pressure on your kids either. You want them to fulfill what they want to do. It could be whatever. It doesn't have to be sports either. So I just want to be a supportive dad and a supportive parent for my kid. And but of course, I'll put skates and a stick on him from day one.
That was the last question, but thank you so much for being here with us. It was a pleasure meeting you, and we hope you have a nice rest of your day.
Thank you. Nice meeting you guys.